As freelance language teaching professionals, we tend to assume that our content should be aimed at attracting our ideal right fit client. And of course it should, but it should also be aimed at something equally important: actively repelling those who are not a good fit for our services. This might sound counterintuitive at first. Why would you want to push potential clients away? But being upfront about who your service is not for can actually be a very powerful marketing strategy. It can build trust, save time, and attract the right clients who are aligned with your values and your goals. So in this video, we'll explore how and why to create marketing content which can repel those wrong fit clients, and how you can create content which effectively communicates who you are and who you are and aren't right for. My name's Rachel Roberts, and I help ELT, ESL and language teaching related freelancers and small business owners optimize your business model, your marketing and your mindset so that you can work less and earn more. Let's talk a bit more about just why it's so important to actively work to repel wrong fit clients. When you openly state that your services aren't for everyone, this builds trust with your audience. It shows that you are committed to your values and confident in your approach. It signals that you're not just chasing after any possible sale and going to force people into something that might not be right for them. You're much more interested in building meaningful relationships with your clients and choosing people who are genuinely aligned with what you offer and who are therefore going to get great results from what you offer. Being upfront about who you are and are not for demonstrates that you respect other people's time and you're not interested in wasting it or persuading them no matter what. And potential clients will appreciate knowing whether your services are a good fit for them or not before they even consider reaching out to have a call. So this can help to eliminate that feeling of being sold to or pushed into anything, and instead treat them like an adult making an informed decision. By being clear about who you don't want to work with, you make space for the clients that you do want to attract. This is important because when you run your own business, you should enjoy the work that you do, and you want to work with those people who light you up and who you know you're best placed to serve. And clients who are the right fit for you are more likely to achieve great results, which in turn enhances your reputation and enables people to see you as a specialist within your field. This leads to more positive testimonials, referrals, and repeat business. On the other hand, working with clients who aren't a good fit can lead to frustration, dissatisfaction, and less than optimal results. You might even get some negative reviews simply because these clients were not ready for your services or were not a good fit in the first place. By actively discouraging wrong fit clients from signing up, you can avoid these potential pitfalls and maintain your great reputation. So how do you identify these wrong fit clients? Ask yourself, what kind of clients do you really enjoy working with? And who do you help to get the best results? You could be thinking about personality, about past experience, about expectations, commitment, or even mindset. Do you enjoy working with people who are very self-driven and willing to experiment and learn from their mistakes? If so, you might want to discourage those who perhaps expect the teacher to do a lot of work for them. Or perhaps you're actually very good at nurturing clients who are finding it a little bit more difficult and who may be struggling with their confidence. Wherever your strengths are, you can make a feature of this by producing content which talks directly about it. So for example, you could write a post like, "Why my teaching style is not for perfectionists," or "Are you ready to embrace mistakes and learn from them?" And these kinds of signals will let people know whether or not they're likely to be a good fit for you. Think about the level of commitment required for your services. If your course or program demands a certain level of dedication or upfront time, let them know about that, because you don't want to work with clients who are not willing to put in that work. Or they won't get the results that they really want. Again, you can create content around this. If you don't want to work with beginners, you can create content around why you don't work with beginners. If you don't want to work with people who are not going to get around to doing any practice outside of the class, you can talk about why this is so important and why you expect this from your clients. By setting these kinds of expectations up front, you'll attract clients who are comfortable taking ownership of their learning process and repel those who are looking for someone to hold their hand every step of the way. Let's go into a little bit more detail about the kinds of posts that you might create. So, for example, you could write a piece of content that directly states who your course or program is not for. So literally, this course is not for you if I'm not the right teacher for you if, and talk about the challenges or requirements that might make your program unsuitable for some people. And this will help to filter out those people who are not likely to succeed with your teaching approach or methods. Use storytelling to illustrate what it's like to work with you. Tell stories about past clients who have been a great fit and achieved excellent results, as well as stories of those who didn't do so well because they weren't quite the right fit. Obviously, in the second case, you want to disguise these well so as not to call people out. It can often work to do this by putting together several stories of clients so that they can't quite recognize themselves, and also leaving some time between when you worked with them and when you talk about the experience of working with them. Be transparent about your methods and values. So create content which clearly communicates your teaching philosophy or methods. Let people know the kind of clients that you're looking for. And this doesn't have to be done in a hugely serious kind of way. You can use humour and personality, particularly if that's the approach that you take generally with your teaching. So humour can be a great way to repel those who might not align with your personality or a more relaxed approach, for example. This is why it's so important to really show people who you are in your content so that they can get a sense of whether you're somebody that they would get on with and want to spend time with. The relationship between teacher and client is often quite a strong one, and so this is a really important part of somebody choosing the right teacher or coach for them. And finally, while you're repelling the wrong clients, don't forget to also talk about who those right fit clients are. What makes them such a good fit for you? Highlight those qualities, attitudes, and mindsets that you know work well for you as a teacher, and encourage those who fit the bill to reach out. Show them that you're really excited to work with people just like them. Your marketing content is not about persuading people into doing something. It's about shining a light to help people make a good decision about whether they should choose you in your service or that of somebody else. And so showing people the whole picture of what you're looking for and the kind of person that you feel can get the most out of working with you is actually a service to them. And if you can do this and attract the right people, it's also going to be a service to you, because you're going to find yourself working with only those clients who energize and inspire you. It's a win-win for everyone involved. In the next video coming up on your screen, I'm going to talk about some of the reasons why your potential clients may not be reaching out to buy from you.